Here we go. Here we go. We are live. Welcome to Aura's Untitled, another episode. Of course, it's a special, not Thursday, Wednesday night episode at 8:30 start time. Thank you guys for joining me. And of course, let me introduce my panelists. First and foremost, we have the guy that used to reside in North Carolina. Now he is in. Oh, wait. Did I say that right? No. He is in North Carolina, but he originated from the Bronx and now transplanted his ass to NC. Dominic Donato, your mic is live. You're here. How are you doing, buddy?
Good evening, R. Let's go, buddy.
Let's go. Let's go. And of course, let's bring out our newest panelist. It is a she. Miss Evelyn G is here. Thank you for joining me. It's always a pleasure to have a female on. I've been asking for this for a long time.
Oh gosh!
People in my group, in the independent group, they are females. They never join. They never comment. Thank you for being a willing participant.
I'm always willing to run my mouth. You know, that's how I am. I'm always running my mouth.
Okay, and also joining us is Reggie the Bowler. Reggie, your mic is live. Thanks for joining me. How you doing, buddy? Reggie? Okay, well, he'll talk when he's ready to talk. And of course, one of my main arch nemesis will never let me live down certain stuff. Always got to bring it back into the forum. Sir, the Bishop. How are you, sir? Your mic is live. Hopefully, all is well with you.
What's going on? Can you guys hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
100%. 100%. All good?
Yeah.
How come you don't call Bishop a transplant?
Next show, I will. I promise. I'll call him a transplant as well. Okay? Bishop, you good?
Yeah. I'm doing the reg right now. I'm on the road.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. Okay, I appreciate that. And we did have Mr. Live, but I think he disappeared.
Nah, I'm here. Yeah,
oh,
I'm still here.
Okay, so Live, thanks for joining us. How are you feeling, man?
Yeah, so I'm feeling good, man. I'm trying to came to see what all the controversy was about. Everybody talking about it was a barnstorm. I'm like, word? I was like,
really?
I want to see what was happening.
We just started. We didn't even get to that part yet.
Oh, okay. Nah, that's what's up.
Hopefully we won.
We didn't even get to that part yet. But
yeah, I ain't missing nothing.
Nah, you ain't missed nothing, brother. Like I said, let me just get into some stuff here. Gotta pay some bills. Hopefully, get some bills paid, should I say. Like, share, and subscribe. We appreciate that here at Ours Untitled. Again, I got to shout out the In the Paint group on Facebook. 700 plus members. Yes, I'm talking to you. And yet, I still have not the same amount of subscribers. The math ain't mathing. What's going on? You know what I'm saying? You say you're my friends, Facebook friends. I don't know. I gotta throw the question mark out there in the air, but that's another day, another story. So with that being said, like, share, and subscribe. I would greatly appreciate that. Thank you. With that being said, let's get on with the show. Now, first topic. Good thing Shamik is not here because he probably have you'd be talking about the Yankees and whatnot. We're not going to do that tonight, but we will talk about the Major League Playoffs, the ALCS, and the NLCS. That's the American League Championship Series and the National League Championship Series. So let's get into that. Dom, I know you're a big baseball fan. Wish I had David on as well. But these two series are kind of like, interesting, to say the least. Because in the National League, you have the Brewers against the Dodgers. And so far, the Dodgers look like they're dominating. But yet, didn't the Milwaukee Brewers have a better record than the Dodgers this year?
And I think they swept them during the regular season.
And the Brewers swept the Dodgers during the regular season. But now the playoffs is a different beast altogether. So we're seeing that. And also in the American League, I have a friend of mine named Dwayne. He was saying that Seattle should have some problems with Toronto. And clearly that's not the case. Seattle is not playing around. So I was like, damn, you probably jinxed Toronto, dude, with you saying that, you know? So they're up 2-0 before the start of play tonight. I don't know, man. I'm looking at these four teams, and I got to tell you, Dom, I'm not really impressed. I'm not really impressed, and I'm talking ratings-wise. I just don't see it. It could be a case of last year's NBA Finals where we didn't think the ratings were there, but it was quality games being played and whatnot. So maybe I'm looking at it wrong.
It It started out good, especially the series before this series. I don't know what they call it, the ALDS, whatever the division series.
Oh yeah,
There you go.
yeah.
Those games were, fantastic. And so was the first couple of games. But you know what? To sum it up, both teams might get swept.
Exactly.
And the Dodgers won the first two in Milwaukee. You couldn't even hold home field.
It's over for them. It's over for them.
I would say. And I got to be honest, I have no nickel in this dime. I'm a Yankee
Exactly.
fan.
Exactly.
That's why I was hoping for like Milwaukee, Seattle. That would have been something new,
For sure.
So we'll see. But that Rodriguez just hit a 2-run home run in the first damn inning.
Look at that. Off to the start already. To another victory. You know what I'm saying?
I just can't see the Dodgers winning again. That would, being a New Yorker, that would aggravate the shit out of me.
Well, you know what bothers me about the Dodgers? And really, I shouldn't even say the Dodgers. What bothers me is this Shohei Ohtani. He is hitting 193. Okay, in the playoffs. That bothers me, and I'm gonna tell you why that bothers me. Because shouldn't he get the same narrative that Aaron Judge was getting for not performing in the postseason? Mm-hmm. But there's none of that. And my friend had said, well, maybe that's because the Dodgers actually won a chip with him on their roster. I don't think that's right.
Negative.
I would like to know what he did last year. I don't know.
What?
It's last year.
Because exactly.
I'd like to know what he did last year.
Let's be honest. Shohei has a team behind him.
Right.
No question.
Look who's hitting behind him. The lineup by itself alone. Mm-hmm. Come on, bro. Murderers row. So, yeah, Shohei don't have to show up. Who does Aaron Judge have? I'll wait.
Okay, valid point. I give you that, but at the same time, this guy's getting paid. How much again? How much is he getting paid?
Hey, all he gotta do is get him there.
I'm not trying to hear that.
All he gotta do is get him there, bro.
I just looked it up, Reg. In his brief postseason play, he's batting 200, 15 hits, 5 home runs, and 14 RBIs in his whole career. In his postseason career.
And he's hit 200.
200, exactly. And he's batting 143 now, not 170.
So how many years did he make the playoffs?
Probably a couple. Because he's been with, right? Because he never made it with the Angels. I don't think he made it with the Angels.
No, they never made it to the fucking
exactly.
season. They never made the postseason.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? So again, he's with the Dodgers, and I get your point about the whole the roster they built around him and the support that he has. I get all that, but at the same time, again, you are a man of immense talent. It's not time for you to shrink in the big moments. This is where you're supposed to put on. That's why Reggie Jackson is called Mr. October, and David Winfield was called Mr. May.
We talking apples and oranges right now.
We're not talking. No, it's the same. It's the same.
No, it's not.
How is it not?
Some people are not built for the playoffs, as we can see in New York. Not everybody's built for the playoffs. The lights get brighter, and they can't hit nothing. Come on, we've been through this before. Trust me. Ask Don. I'm done.
And you know what? And it's no knock. I mean, I always say this: numbers don't lie. People lie with numbers.
Mm-hmm.
But you're like y'all been saying, you're on the best team in baseball. The one that learned how to just think about the shit we're going through with Steve Ballmer and the Clippers, learning how to circumventilate these salaries and what the Dodgers did with these last 2 Japanese players. We don't even know how much they're making. Oh, they're going to get paid in 30 years from now. Really? Right. Come on. But again, why did you have to do that in baseball? There is no salary cap. So just put the cards on the table. We know you're probably spending close to $1 billion a year in salary. You ain't got to hide the shit.
Right.
But with Ohtani, y'all bring up a good point. Going into this series, if I'm not mistaken, guys, I've kept writing it in our text. Judge was hitting like 221 for his career in the postseason. Now, he hit over 500 this year.
Right.
But that being said, this guy's hitting 200. I looked it up, Reg. I think this is his 4th year in the postseason with the Dodgers. And you're hitting 200?
No. I think one year he missed because he was injured
hurt,
with the
yeah.
arm.
Okay, so
Right.
he was injured. Okay, all right.
He's got at least 3 years under his belt. Now, remember, guys, when we say 3 years, we're looking at possibly 3 to 4 playoff games per run. You know, you got the best of 3, which they probably wasn't in because they weren't a wild card. So best of 3, best of 5, best of 7, best of 7. That's a lot of games to be hitting 200. Ain't like they swept everybody.
Right.
Come on.
Okay,
now.
that first year, didn't they get knocked out? They had like 100-win season and they got knocked out.
All the 100-win teams got bumped.
Right.
The Mets, the Orioles, the Dodgers, and there was somebody else. All 4. There was 4 teams that had over 100 wins that got knocked out. Not the wild card. The next one. The Mets got knocked out the next year in the wild card at home. But yeah, Red, there was 3 to 4 teams that had 100 wins. They were one of them, and they all got knocked out in the first round.
But I don't think Shohei was playing. That was the year he was injured.
It's hard to find it. I know he's hitting 200.
Yeah. I'm just saying, man.
And I do know he's hitting 143 right now.
Right now, exactly.
Right now.
I'm sorry. I'm bothered by that.
Nothing.
Yeah, exactly, and I'm bothered by that because you have no.
Were you bothered when Aaron Judge was doing it?
Yes, I was. Yes, I was.
You know I was.
Exactly. As a Yankee fan, you can't write. I was bothered by that.
Lawrence is even across the board.
Because remember, guys, we text each other during games.
Right.
And you know me and my damn numbers. A lot of even with Judge hitting 500 or 600 this postseason, he only had a handful of RBIs.
Right.
And don't tell me he was not up with runners in scoring position, because he was.
He was, exactly. Matter of fact,
so if
memory serves correct, he struck out with the bases loaded, and I think there was nobody out.
Right. So let's not. There's a lot, people don't understand that don't follow baseball. There's a lot of intricacies that go on in baseball.
For sure.
100%.
You could hit 600, because I think he was hitting 200, had a handful of home runs. His career now, postseason. And he only had 15 RBIs.
Right.
His whole postseason career. And I started thinking, especially the way this year started, man, y'all heard me. This is shades of 2017 when they couldn't get out their way. No Yankee could hit. And he was one of them.
Exactly.
Let's just keep it a buck. I love Aaron Judge. He's a Yankee. I don't take, kindly talking about my own team, but it is what it is. But you're right, Reg. Ohtani should be catching the same heat as Judge.
You should be. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I don't really go for the whole some guys can't play in the postseason. So why the fuck did you sign a contract with a team that has the capability of going to the postseason in the World Series?
Every year.
Okay, thank you. Every year. So why the fuck are you signing with them then? If you can't perform like that, why write your name on the goddamn contract?
Everybody, a lot of people forget it's a team game. No, and I'm not trying to cop out. I'm not trying to cop a pleas for Judge. I'm not trying to cop a pleas for Ohtani, but Ohtani's situation is a little bit different than Aaron Judge's.
Here we go.
He has way more help than Judge does. By far.
Yeah, of course.
By far. So all he has to do is get them to the playoffs. His job is done.
Nah. He got to perform, bro. No, he got to perform. And just like you just said about the support that Ohtani has. That's even more of a reason why he should be successful. It's the same guys. It's the same guys.
Are you serious?
It's the same. Is it not the same guys? That's batting around.
Are they leading 2-0?
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Are they 2-0?
They are 2-0. Okay.
The end justify the means. That's all I can say.
But again, Reg, to your point, they're up 2-0. So hypothetically, if the Yankees were up 2-0 and Judge was batting 200, I assume we would be happy. Right?
We're New Yorkers. We're never happy.
Well, we know that, but this guy's team is up 2-0 and he's batting 200.
Come on, man.
That's kind of weird, guys. Serious. And I'm looking at his numbers, guys. He played for the Angels. he produced, but not to the extent he's produced since he's been with the Dodgers.
Right.
Mhm.
Right.
So you know what? If you was afraid of the bright lights, or like you said, you came to a team that's going to the playoff, your ass
Come
should have
on.
stood in LA.
Exactly.
The other LA.
Yeah. Come on now.
Made your money.
Mm.
You good. You know,
Mm.
I gotta give
you're
him credit.
comfortable because you're not in the spot like that, like you don't like it,
Right.
whatever the case may be. You're comfortable. Why leave? Stay where you should.
I think I don't got no inside information, but I got a funny feeling, guys. This is the reason he ain't pitching like he was before. I think the Dodgers are trying to hide that shit and say, hey, you know, let this guy DH, break all sort of records, and
yeah, there you go. There you go.
because he hasn't pitched in a meaningful game since the World Baseball Classic.
Right.
When he struck out Trout, his teammate, to end the damn end the Classic. Yeah,
Exactly.
He hasn't
How
pitched
about
a
that?
meaningful game since then.
Right. Well, let's do some moving on. I see we got a. This is gonna be funny. Let me start. Let me get this started. Got a Steeler fan that's on with us. She's not happy, even though they stand at 4-1, which is unbelievable. Not so you want an undefeated season, Miss?
No, I want a younger quarterback.
Oh God, Jesus! Leave that guy alone. Leave that man alone. You don't realize this guy is 100% right now off of that ACL.
I know he is looking really good. I'm surprised. He's looking really good, and I'm holding my breath because I want him to continue to look good. But like the other players have to kind of step up too. Like T.J. Watt was terrible yesterday. Not yesterday, Sunday, and they are playing on Thursday. You were right; they are playing. I want to say Cincinnati, but I'm not sure.
Yes, they're playing Cincinnati.
Okay.
But
that should be another victory. That should be another victory.
Yeah, tomorrow. But he's a great quarterback. I mean, and he's really showing up. Like the Jets didn't give him a chance. I feel like they didn't give him a chance.
Not at
all. And also he got hurt. Like in the first 4 plays.
Yeah.
So, but it's not just him. The defense has to stand up. They have to do something, and the offense, like, I don't know, maybe they're just not coordinating. They're not connecting. So, but I would love for them to go to a postseason game. I mean, it's been 2003 that the last.
They're gonna get there. They're gonna get there. I'll be honest. I made a prediction this year that they would get into the playoffs and get a playoff victory, thus ending their streak of many years or multiple years.
I'm receiving it right now. Yeah, I'm receiving it. Keep it coming.
They're gonna do that. Now like I said, they're gonna get that one victory, and that's it. It's over for them.
Yeah. Okay. They haven't won. They haven't won a game since 2017.
A playoff game.
Well, they haven't won a Super Bowl since 2005.
Yeah.
I mean,
we're a long way from that. We're a long way from that.
I will say this to the Steeler fan, Miss Evelyn. Let this guy just do what he's doing.
Oh yeah. Oh no. I'm not
lighting it up, but
listen. If he
21 yards, 204 yards a game, 10 touchdowns.
Yeah. Oh yeah. He's definitely stepping up, and he's way better than he was in the Jets in New York. I mean, he's playing on a level that he was in Green Bay. So I'll take it.
Wouldn't go that far.
Let's not go that far, Ev. I've said this multiple times. I believe that this guy is 100% back to where he was. Okay. And again, and I've also said the fact that he does not need to be all-world Aaron Rodgers. I get the point that a lot of people don't like him. He's a diva and all that. But again, he's a talented guy. Nobody could take that away from him. You understand?
I don't care if he runs across the field in a dress, as long as he can throw that ball and get it into the end zone. He can do
Okay.
whatever the hell he wants. He can diva his way to wherever he wants, but just get that ball in the end zone, one way or the other.
Okay.
You know what?
Yeah,
I'm
man.
looking at his numbers. You know what? He's never been a big interception guy.
Exactly.
I'm looking at his numbers. The most interceptions he ever threw was 12 and then 11.
Right.
No double digits. And he's
Right.
throwing, on average, 600, 700 attempts a year.
Right.
Yeah.
Single-digit interceptions,
That's pretty impressive.
he's
pretty
pretty
impressive.
consistent. I don't like
Exactly.
him
Right.
the conversations we had a few years ago when he was
Right.
bitching when he was a Packer. Oh, they don't put nobody around me. But you got a $50 million contract.
Right.
It's the NFL, man. There ain't but so much money to go around.
Exactly.
So
I didn't see
right
him
now,
give
the
no
way the
money back
Pittsburgh
to get
season is
players.
going.
Mm-hmm.
Right now,
That-
the way the Pittsburgh season is going, you don't need Aaron Rodgers to be Aaron Rodgers.
You
No,
don't.
no.
You really don't. I've said
Okay.
that.
You have a decent run game. Okay. If you get 5 yards on first down, 6 yards on first down, which they have been doing.
Mm-hmm.
Aaron Rodgers don't need to be Aaron Rodgers of Green Bay. We're not even going to count New York.
No.
But you know what, guys, and Miss Evelyn, but he is that guy. He's still that same guy. I'm looking at his numbers, guys.
Mm-hmm.
Year by year, just percentage. 65, 64, 62, 62, 70, 68, 69, 64, 63, 63 this year.
Right.
I mean, he's been consistent his whole career, guys, whether you like him or not.
For sure.
Honestly,
Yeah.
I don't, but I can't lie. I mean,
Yeah, we know
I mean,
you don't like it now.
I
It's all
don't
right.
hate him. I don't hate him. I don't care what he does outside of the football field. He can do whatever the hell he wants. I mean, but you know, it's not just him. The whole team. I feel. First of all, please forgive me for saying this, but somebody please fire Mike Tomlin, please.
Why?
Oh, why?
Whoa! Hold on.
Why?
Hold on.
Because he's just. We need new blood. We need new ideas.
Miss E, it's working.
I know.
They're 4-1.
I know.
Why do you want to fire a head coach that's 4-1? And you know Pittsburgh don't fire coaches.
Right.
I know. God, Chuck Noll was there forever. God, I think he died like a week after he quit or he retired.
They only have 3 coaches.
That's it. No.
Right, Chuck Noll.
Bill Cowher.
Right. Yeah, and Tomlin's been there almost 20 years.
Already.
Exactly.
Yeah. But
I'm just saying,
I mean,
like Reggie said, like you have something that works. Okay, this guy has not had a losing season. Not a losing season in his coaching history with the Steelers. Why would you want to fire that? And I understand you said something like a new voice or whatnot. Let me tell you something. When you fire somebody, you think you might be the grass might be greener on the other side. You might be getting crabgrass. From that,
right.
I'm just saying.
You're right about that. You're right about that.
You know,
so I would kind of backtrack on that one.
The grass might be greener, but you still got to water it.
Exactly.
Right.
Right. So I don't know about which that.
The only thing Pittsburgh has to do is beef up their defense.
And to be honest, from what I saw the last game, either the last game or the week before, their defense was knocking people out. They were playing. They were not joking. They were pressuring the quarterback and everything. I was like, oh, they back. So I think they could work their way back to being a top defensive team.
Well, it doesn't really tell the story because of the division that they're in.
Right.
It's hard right now.
Hard.
Yeah. Oh God. Yeah. It's horrible. I mean,
here we go though.
So they got to take advantage of that.
Hold on. Let me take this time to introduce a good friend of mine. Snowman is in the house. Brian Snow, thank you for joining me, brother. Good to see you.
Thank you.
Hello.
Good to see you guys. Good to see you guys.
Here's the strange thing, with numbers again. Yards per game, the Steelers are 30th.
Mm-hmm.
now they're 16th. They give up 21 and they score 23.
Okay. 4-1. And we got
mid level, right?
Mid level. Okay.
Now let's remember their schedule hasn't been,
too difficult.
super tough. Yeah, but
You know what,
that being
B?
said,
You know what, Dominic? You went exactly where I was going to go. In terms of the Steelers, I have a simple forward question: who have they played?
Okay.
Exactly. That's what I said, Brian.
Right. No, you're right.
Well,
their whole season.
But again, they're supposed to win those games.
Right.
They're supposed to win those games.
They can only play the teams they put in front of them.
True.
Exactly. But again, Reg, Brian, this is where it gets spooky. The numbers I just gave you with them being mid at everything, and they haven't played anybody, that makes that mid look.
It makes them puff out their chest when they shouldn't be.
Right. That's like what's
how's
that? They played.
Yeah, how's
Look at the game that they what was it with the Vikings last time? I don't know dates. I can't keep dates and times, but
2 weeks ago.
Yeah. Thank you. They got like 23 points, and then they just slacked off in the fourth quarter, and they almost lost.
But they didn't.
Seriously.
But they didn't lose. And let me just take this down. I'm sorry,
It's
okay. All right. Give me a second, Ron. I'm gonna let you talk. Just want to bring Hal up in. Your mic is live as well. We're talking about your team, brother. So I'm gonna turn the mic over back to Ronan. Go ahead, Ron.
I've been hearing that for years. They say, well, who did they play? They only play who's in front of them. They used to say that about the 49ers back in the 80s and 90s when they played in NFC West. And that's
very true. Very true.
And it doesn't matter who you play during the regular season. If the 49ers go back then, they go 13-3, 14-2. People are like, oh, they didn't play. They played the Saints. They played the Rams. They played the Falcons. They get in the playoffs and they smash everybody.
But a win is a win is a win.
It doesn't matter. But when it comes to Pittsburgh, you should be concerned. What Evelyn said is that, and this is a fault with Tomlin, and I can understand her saying why you need new blood. You're up 23, whatever the score was. The Steelers play a style of football that I call life or death football. My coach used to play that style of football. Is that the Steelers can play a team, they can force a team get 2-3 turnovers, and somehow put up 400 yards of offense, only winning by 3 points going in the fourth quarter. So you need your damn defense to stand on the head. They can't make mistakes. They make a mistake, they end up losing. That is part of the coach's identity that, you know what, we're up 23. We're going to pull it back and let the defense handle it. And that is not what you should do.
And they almost lost.
And that's what the Ravens, that's how the Ravens are. They do the same damn thing every single year. They can get leads, and then they pull it back. Then they want the defense to win the game, and they end up losing. Because then if you're doing that, you need either the offense to make it happen against Buffalo in the playoffs. They get all the way down the field, and that wasn't Lamar's fault. He put that ball right in Mark Andrews' hands, and he dropped it. And there it was. You had one mistake, and it cost them the game. That's all.
Aren't the Ravens 1-4 this year?
I think they're 1-5 actually.
Wow.
May I make a statement about the Ravens? That's gonna make a lot of. I'm gonna make a statement about the Ravens. I'm gonna do it tomorrow on my morning show. That'll make a lot of people angry, but then they are forced to look at them.
Okay.
The Ravens are cooked.
Oh, there's no question about that. There's no question about that. They're cooked. I agree wholeheartedly. Their defense isn't what it used to be. Okay, and which is part of a problem and whatnot. You got Lamar. Is Lamar still shelved?
Yes.
You still. That's another problem.
Best pass rusher to the Chargers.
Right.
You're looking at a Ravens team that, and I'm going to keep hammering on this point. 2 years ago, they had the AFC Championship in their house.
Right.
They had the defending world champion Kansas City Chiefs in their house with the opportunity to make a statement and tell Kansas City, look, you ain't beating us again.
Yeah.
And what happened? They got sucked in the mouth. They have not been the same since.
Agreed.
Been the same since Ray Lewis and
The
Ed Reed
Bears
retired.
the Bears went through that same thing in 2010 where they hosted a half-healthy Green Bay Packers team at Soldier Field. And then a 50% Aaron Rodgers walked down the field in 7 plays and essentially ended the game on the first drive of the game. I've never heard Jeff Joniak, who's the longtime voice of the Bears, get so despondent in 7.5 minutes.
Right. Crazy. Let me
But
see.
people challenge me with that, but all I have to say is find the lie.
There is none.
No,
Obviously.
Brian, that's 100% accurate, man.
And I go back to the AFC Championship for the Ravens, which is what led them to this position, which led them to lose a couple of players, even with them signing Derrick Henry. They got socked in the mouth by a Kansas City Chiefs team that was not even supposed to be there. And they got whooped.
Yeah.
They got whooped. Anybody remember the video game Mike Tyson's Punch-Out?
Of course.
Yeah, they took a few wind-up punches. And since January 2024, they haven't gotten up.
Let me ask you a question about the Ravens real quick, Brian, and
Yes,
the rest of the panel as well. You think it's the coaching? Is it? Do you think they need a new voice on the sidelines from the head coach?
Yeah.
Do they need a new coach? I have been asked. Now, you know better than to ask me that question, and I got 200 lights over here next to me. And to be a little playful with you, because I haven't hung out with you on stream in a while, what kind of a question is that?
Hey, man, I gotta ask. I gotta ask the obvious.
I know.
Gotta ask the obvious.
Look, it's been obvious since they made Greg Roman a scapegoat 2 years ago. When it should have been John Harbaugh that should have been the scapegoat. Matter of fact, they both should have been gone.
I'm about to say that. Okay.
They should have both been gone. That's two major quarterbacks Greg Roman has ruined now. The other is Colin Kaepernick. Anybody remember that?
Oof. You want to go down? We don't want to go down that road.
You don't want me to go down that road.
Nah. I want you to go down that road.
Listen, I cover the 49ers. I went through that debacle.
Yeah. Understood. Let me see if my brother has anything to say because he joined him. Ronan, your mic, not Ronan. Holla up, your mic is live. How you doing tonight, bro?
I'm good. How y'all doing?
Doing all right, brother.
Doing good.
To see you. Good to hear from you, brother.
Ooh, can I go on a rant about Steeler fans?
Wait, before you do, we got one with us.
Wait a minute. Hold on.
She's probably going to be on my side on this one.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Because I'm a Steeler fan. That's my team. So I get annoyed with a lot of these fans. You know, they got people saying fire Mike Tomlin. And the Steelers are 4-1. So when the Steelers win a game, Mike Tomlin has nothing to do with it. But if they lose or don't play good, then that's fire Mike Tomlin. I'm just sick of it. And who are you going to replace him with?
Right. We're just talking about
that. That's true.
Hey, listen, George Seifert went through the same thing in his time in San Francisco. I understand very well.
It's just annoying, man. And another thing that annoys me.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to annoy you. I'm so sorry. I really didn't. I'm such a nice person. Well, unless you piss me off, then I turn into the Hulk. I don't know. It's weird. I can lift a car. I'm not even joking.
Now, not only does she sound like my daughters, she sounds like my granddaughters. Oh, jeez.
Wait a minute, me? Oh gosh, no! I'll be 53 in 10 days. I'm definitely not your granddaughter.
I said you sound like them because when they get mad, they start lifting things they got no business lifting always.
Oh yeah, no, that's part of the. Yeah, it's part of the post-traumatic stress. But anyway, so
yeah.
I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to offend you. I'm so sorry.
No. I got one more thing I want to talk about too. and it's like I don't think that certain fans understand that you can love your team all day long. That's fine. You can think they got the best defense, best offense, but I think you forget that there are players on the other side who are paid millions of dollars to do their job. So what's the chances of you're going to have this perfect game where you stop the defense on the other side from ever touching your quarterback, ever sacking him, ever doing anything to control? You know what I'm saying? It's like, have some realistic expectations. It's football. The Giants just beat the Eagles.
No, the Giants just beat up the Eagles.
Wait. I missed that game. Okay, I got to go back and rewatch it.
The New York Giants hung 34 points and 412 yards of offense on the Philadelphia Eagles.
And who is their quarterback now?
Jaxson.
I bet you nobody was expecting that.
Okay.
And since we're talking about since we're talking about the Giants, we got into that conversation. This guy, he went to the desperation reach by benching Russell Wilson, not turning the keys over to his backup, a guy named Jameis Winston.
Nope.
But he went to the rookie. And so far, it's paid off.
And so far it's worked.
So far, it's worked, and it's paid off. I got to admit, I am not. Listen, it's well known. I am not a fan of the Giants. I can't stand that team. However, I will say this. I like these two guys, and I'm not just talking about Dart. I'm talking about Scatterboo. I like
Scatterboo.
Cam Scatterboo, rookie.
Is it Scatterboo or Scatterbo? Because he only has one O at the name.
The correct pronunciation is Scatterboo, rookie from Arizona State.
Yeah.
God, he must have been picked on when he was a kid. Good Lord.
I like that kid. I like both both of their energies. Okay. Yeah.
I'm the wrong guy to talk about coaches. Good thing my boy's not on here. Craig, y'all know him as Shamik.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I've been telling him for 2 years, 3 years now, probably.
Right.
Why ain't Penn State fired their coach? I'm a Penn State alum. Why ain't they fired this guy? He can't win a big game.
Nope.
He hasn't won a big game.
Right.
And then you come in preseason ranking, which I don't buy into a lot. You was ranked number 2, and you're 3-3. No,
right.
Just like the Jets coach. I told you on Sunday that son of a bitch be walking home from Europe. I'm sorry.
Let me add a little fuel to the fire when it comes to Penn State. See, Penn State hosted my Northwestern Wildcats.
Mm-hmm.
There was one stat when everybody was breaking down the game. There was one stat that nobody brought up, but I did. The last 3 times Northwestern has visited Happy Valley, they handed Penn State an L. And this L cost James Franklin his job because James Franklin never won the big one.
Right.
No?
I mean, this was a supposed playoff team last year, and they got knocked around by Notre Dame.
Yes,
he should have never made it to Northwestern, Brian. When you lost to a 1-4 UCLA team.
Yep. When your when UCLA's first victory is a ranked Penn State club, you should have been walking home from California.
Exactly.
I mean, you should have been trekking 3,000 miles by foot with extra shoes from California.
Right. Trust me. As far as I've been telling Craig for 2-3 years now, and he keeps telling me, leave it alone, leave it alone. And he's always ribbing me when Penn State loses. And I'm like, Craig, come on, enough is enough. You know what? He just texted me back. He hasn't texted me since this guy got fired. And he texts me all the time.
Since Saturday.
He ain't texted me since, Brian. I'm like, ain't this some shit? This guy's telling me all the time, Penn State sucks. I said, fire the coach. No, don't fire the coach, Dom. Fire the coach. I ain't hear from him in a week.
Listen, James Franklin should never have made it to Penn State.
How about that?
Well,
how about that?
That's true.
Again, James Franklin had little pockets of victories when he was at Vanderbilt. He built up the anchor down atmosphere. We saw the videos where he was putting guys on scholarship where they were working. I understand that. You're talking about being in the Big Ten where you got you got socked in the mouth twice by Ohio State. You got kicked in the ass by Michigan. And then the last 3 times you faced Northwestern in your house, you walked home with a big fat L against Northwestern.
You know what, Brian? I can't believe he's been the coach that long.
14 years.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. That's a long ass time.
14 years.
14 seasons at Penn State.
Wow.
How many big victories?
None.
Give me this camera. How many big victories does James Franklin own at Penn State? Why don't I do it for you like this?
None.
Zero.
None.
Matter of fact, okay. The host is going to hate me for having this sound, but I'm going to use it anyway.
Oh, boy.
Here is how I describe James Franklin in big games at Penn State.
Oh, God. Did you really do that?
Yes, I did. Talk on it.
You really just do that? Jesus Christ.
I will do it again.
Don't do it again. Don't do it again. Don't do it again, please.
This is how I describe James Franklin at Penn State, Aaron Glenn with the New York Jets, or the New York Jets in general for that matter. All I have to do is push this button.
Okay, so what is your name?
Brian.
Brian, can you friend request me? Because I feel your energy. It's so awesome. Please friend request me. You are, I can feel your energy from here. You're like the coolest guy ever. Please friend request me.
I appreciate that.
I'm Evelyn Geely on Facebook.
You do know she's smoking a blunt, right?
I am smoking a blunt right now. I am. And I am on the medical marijuana program for everybody here just to make sure we're all safe.
Everybody in New York is. Everybody in New York is too. So don't feel.
I'm a kid at heart.
Watch yourself, Bishop.
And so the bishop has made his mark.
Bishop, you stop driving?
I am a kid at heart who loves sports. I've been announcing sports and talking about it for 3 decades now. This is my 30th year, and I just decided to add the cartoon tricks to it.
Okay. I'm liking it. I'm definitely liking the sound.
Okay.
Matter of fact, let me do this. Let me find the correct sound. Everybody in Penn State right now should be saying,
all right.
That fraud, James Franklin.
Oh my God. I'm done. I'm so done.
Hold on. Go ahead, Bishop.
No, I said she's hearing the sound differently.
He's cracking up. He's cracking up.
Hold on.
Cracking up.
Oh, Lord. That's some strong stuff. Anyway.
He's totally cracking up. What are you smoking? I want some of that.
Oh, this is good. Look,
this is your normal? Oh, wow. Okay.
Evelyn, let me share a bit of my story. In the last 3 years, I've gone through blood clots in both lungs, 2 toe amputations, kidney failure, stage 4 pancreatic cancer, in which 5 organs were taken out of me to beat the cancer. I wasn't supposed to make it to 50. I turned 53 in July.
Nice.
Wow.
I'm a kid at heart. I love Looney Tunes. I turned what people used as a detriment, which is my voice and the way I speak, and they tried to use that against me. I decided to turn it into a 3-decade career.
Good for you. Good for you. And congratulations on surviving that much. I mean, wow, that's amazing. And you clearly still have a purpose because you're still here. So that's congratulations. If you have a applause sound, that would be appropriate right now. So I'm just saying.
Okay.
Can you do the applause, please?
I'm talking about Aaron Glenn. Okay. When Aaron Glenn was hired, every true Green Jet fan, including my boy Jake Assman, who hosts the Jake Assman Show, should have said 2 words, and they are as follows: "You tripping."
See, I gotta kind of disagree a little bit, and I'm gonna tell you why. when Aaron Glenn was hired, at first I was like, well, this is interesting. I'll just say that. But then I thought to myself, I said, maybe this is a good move. I'll be honest, I did think that. And like Dom said, after that first game, I was like, we could, or they could be in some serious trouble, because I understood the whole wanting to be aggressive and wanting to be different than the prior head coach. I get that. I completely understand that. And I give him props for that. But it just backfired on him. And it just seemingly has backfired on him game after game after game this year. This season.
You haven't scored a first half touchdown since week 1.
Wow.
The Jets have
that's bad.
Let me repeat that stat.
Right.
They have not scored a first half touchdown, they meaning the Jets, since week 1.
Right.
So don't they have I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
Don't they have Justin Fields now?
Yes.
And they benched wait. Okay. So they benched Russell Wilson for
No,
that was the Giants who benched Russell Wilson. The Jets.
I'm sorry, I got it wrong. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I knew both quarterbacks came from the Steelers. So they have Justin Fields, and he can't score a touchdown. I mean, he was halfway decent in Pittsburgh.
Evelyn,
the offensive line is going to get him slaughtered.
Let me explain to you about Justin Fields the same way I explain LeBron James. When I say LeBron James can't shoot, you can put an equal sign and put a sentence next to it. Justin Fields can't throw.
Yeah, he's not a long ball quarterback. That's for sure. He never was.
I mean, how many times are people that are fans of the Jets going to say,
what in the all types of blue hell
is going on with our team?
I'm done.
I gotta tell you, so what's the solution for this team? It's that I'm sorry if it's saying
push the plunger and blow the son bitch up. Start over.
They have to.
Oh my God.
Tyrod Taylor is not the answer. As much as experience, he's a veteran. He's played a lot of games, but he, just like you said, he's not it. He's not it.
He ain't it. Listen, Tyrod Taylor's best days were at Virginia Tech when they got upset by Boise State in Landover, Maryland. Forgot about that one, didn't you?
Right.
You know what you should do to the entire Jets team right now, everybody on it? You should give them all a pink slip, a couple of
tiger uppercut
like they got against Denver, the Steelers, and a few other teams. Push the plunger, blow the sumbitch up, and start over.
Can I ask you all a question?
Please.
What quarterback would you give the Jets and keep the offensive line that they have that's going to take them to the promised land?
Push the plunger and blow it up and let them draft one. That's how you solve that. You know what
the same offensive line?
Honestly, what they should have done, Hollop, was upgrade the offensive line. And I'll say this, I've said it before. Hold on, I said it before and I'll say it again. You should have gave money to Sam Darnold to bring his ass back and play quarterback for the Jets with the improved offensive line. Because you got offensive pieces on that team, which is why this 0-6 is so puzzling to me. You got Garrett Wilson, you got the tight end Conklin, you got Breece Hall, you got the other running back. You got the other running back. That's 4 pieces right there.
You got Braylon Edwards, who against the Miami Dolphins at the 1-yard line. Push the you know what? This New York Jets team needs a couple of
sonic boom
and a couple of
I'm so done. I'm so done.
You know what? This New York Jets team, while I'm rolling all this out, should be told
you're despicable.
And every player on that team, say maybe Breece Hall and Garrett Wilson, to be jettisoned the hell out of there. Don't you see the? Listen, New York Jets fans, don't you see the question at the bottom of the screen? What the actual sleep?
Wow. I don't know. I still say.
So is it coaching?
It's everything.
Well, I'll just say this, and you guys heard me say this before. The New York Jets, unfortunately, will not experience any type of success unless that Sith Lord of a Jets legend is killed. Okay.
Oh my God, Sith Lord,
Yeah,
Sith Lord.
That no good bastard that does infomercials at 2:30 a.m. Joe Namath.
Oh
Joe
God,
Namath needs to be put to rest.
That
Okay.
guy is like
What the hell does Joe
170 years
Namath have to
old.
do with this?
Now,
Joe Namath. No, let me explain Joe Namath. Hold on.
Just a minute. I gotta accompany your rant with something. Since you brought up Star Wars, and I'm a big fan thereof, and since you brought up the Sith Lord, I think it's only fitting that I accompany your rant with this. I think that's only fitting.
Listen, again, let me just explain my reasoning about what did Joe Namath do. What Joe Namath did was he made a deal with Satan to win that Super Bowl.
My God. Oh my God.
He made a deal with Satan. Said, if you let me win the Super Bowl, this team would never have to win anything else. Okay, just give me my Super Bowl win.
Man.
And it happened.
The Detroit Lions.
Hold on, it happened, and then ever since then, the Jets have been shit. No matter how many times they try to retool, they could bring in Brett Favre. They could bring Aaron Rodgers. Is a recent case. 4 plays into it, bam, goes down with the ACL. That's it.
ACL's gone.
Yo,
he's done.
Rodney.
Yes.
So
I'm going to start calling you Reed Richards because that was a real scratch right there.
I'm done. I'm done.
Wait,
so how do you? I'm sorry. Go ahead.
You know, one of my producers, Cole Johnson, one of my dearest friends, gave me a song that we can play about the New York Jets. And Rodney, you better hold on to your seats because I never unleashed this sound on your show before.
Okay.
Oh Jesus. Oh God.
Oh, I didn't have the volume. I should unleash that. This is about the New York Jets, and it goes like this. Trays.
What?
The hell is that?
What is that? I'm done.
Trays. Okay, Sir Snowman, do me a favor.
Yes, sir.
Never play that again, please.
I know, like what? Was that like a 1 a.m. like
that was you know I'll tell you this funny story behind that particular sound. He made that sound before we came on the air one day a couple of years ago, and he had that as a surprise for me.
Wow. Let me see.
Why?
So,
why?
So my good friend, the infamous Knickerbocker Av, says they should pay Bill Belichick $1 billion to fix his team.
He wouldn't do it.
He's too busy banging that freaking his granddaughter.
Oh, come on. Yo.
I'm sorry. I know, love is blind, whatever.
Hey, yo.
But come on, he was a grandfather when she was born. Like, what is wrong with you, you freaking pedophile? I'm sorry, I just had to say that.
It's okay. Sorry, we say a lot of stuff on here that's not okay. It's not cool, so it's all right. It's part of the culture.
But I mean, no, it's no. I mean, I get it. She's over 18. She's 24, 25, whatever. But he's 70-something years old. How is he still getting it up?
Okay. Hey, yo, pause. Hold on.
I'm just saying.
Hold on.
Okay, I'm not gonna go there. I'm gonna keep it G-rated. Okay, I'm gonna keep it above board.
We keep it R-rated to X-rated, so it's all right. No big deal.
Oh Jesus!
In the immortal words of my favorite comedian George Carlin, I did not need to be told that.
Oh Jesus!
So let me move on. Let's get into this guy.
Oh God, why are you in my wheelhouse?
I was just gonna bring him up.
So you do realize he is like one injury away from perhaps starting for the Cleveland Browns.
I have 100 thoughts in my mind right now.
Well, let them out. That's what
None
the
of them
platform.
are nice.
Well,
you need one of those bubbles above your head, with the thought bubbles.
Just a minute. Allow me 30 seconds to get my thoughts together.
Oh my gosh, this guy's too much. He's too much. We definitely got to get together, Rodney, in New York City, for real. Are you in New York? Oh wow, are you in New York City?
I am in New York. Yes.
No, I know you are.
Oh.
What is your name again, Brian?
Mm-hmm.
Are you in New York City?
I'm in Indiana.
Oh, well, you have to take a road trip to New York so we can all get together and laugh, because that would be very much fun.
Because Shadeur Sanders is not on the brink.
How is that? How is he not on the brink? He is the backup quarterback.
He can't throw. He can't play quarterback correctly.
So you're one of those guys.
Apples.
You're one of those guys.
I am the guy, doggone it.
Well, okay. Let me just say this to you.
I'm laughing as I say that.
Of course. So you don't think he has the ability?
And give me this button here. Do I think that? Where am I looking? Where is it? There's a button. I'm looking for.
So you don't think he has the ability?
Does he have the ability to play quarterback? I look at you and answer with this question.
Are you kidding me?
Hey.
Is he that bad? Is he really that bad?
Take Justin Fields and multiply it by 10.
Oh wow.
Let me ask some other people in here. Do you think he's as bad as the snowman is saying? Anybody want to take on this?
Snowman and sand.
No, I don't know. I disagree.
Well, we'll
not at all.
We'll have to see him perform before we can make that assessment.
And you won't this year,
right?
Is he really? I mean,
matter of fact, I got to be playful with Rodney one more time. Do I think Shadeur Sanders can play quarterback? And once again, as a precursor, I'm being playful when I play this, but
Jesus Christ.
I will fly you out to New York if I have to.
What are you doing in college?
Huh?
What was he doing in college?
nothing.
Right.
He was choking against Stanford. He was choking against BYU. He nearly choked against North Dakota State. And he was getting blasted by Oregon, UCLA, USC, and everybody else.
Was that a result of his play, or was that the offensive line?
Line.
How about option C? All of the above. But at that Stanford game, I will allow you, and it's true, and it's true. Let me be real. That a lot of the games where he lost was a part of the was the result of a bad offensive line. But I will highlight one game that told me everything that Shadeur Sanders is about. The game against Stanford, where he and the Buffaloes led 29-0.
Okay.
And in 2 overtimes.
So the defense gets no blame for that.
The defense shouldn't have been on the field as long as they have. That's on him. Well, part
I don't know if I fully agree with that.
If you put 29 points on the board, 29 zip, the defense didn't lose that game?
They all lost that game. How about I say that? They all lost. They all choked that Friday night game away, and I sat here in my office.
Interrupted. You was trying to throw that on Shadeur. You was trying to throw that on Shadeur, brother. Come on now, it's a team game.
Did you not see the 2-foot smile on my face when I was throwing those takes out there? Did you? Look, I know Rodney, and when I was throwing those takes out about Shadeur, he had to be thinking,
"What is that? What the fuck is that?"
So why is Barry Sanders talking all that shit then?
Because he's Barry Sanders and he's a Hall of Famer. Simply put.
Oh, okay, but if he's so great and he's talking all this shit, like, oh, ain't nobody seen my son, he can play. Apparently, he can't.
I don't know. I'm gonna hold out judgment, and I was judgmental before when I was saying, when he had that first good game in preseason, playing against the second and third stringers. I get that, and I was like, that's what I said, second, third string. But you know what?
And they started him again, and he got walloped.
But you know what, though? No, he is. Is he an NFL player? Is he in the league? Of course he is. He's there for a reason. He's there. There's plenty of other guys that had that opportunity and couldn't even make it into the NFL. He's in there for a reason.
Okay, Rodney. This is where I mess with you uncontrollably, and I'm trying not to smile as I say this. He's filling a slot and nothing else.
Somebody else can fill that slot.
I don't know about that.
I don't know about that. I mean,
I don't know about that.
Shadeur can't play, but Tim Tebow can start for the Denver Broncos.
Exactly.
Oh,
Denver didn't have a choice.
They had plenty of choices. They could have drafted an offensive lineman. They could have drafted a linebacker, a running back, a wide receiver, a pass rusher, anyone but Tim Tebow, the most overrated quarterback in the history of college football.
I got a couple of others that could be that are more overrated than Tim Tebow.
Tim
Tebow is one.
No one got the type of hype like Tebow got more hype than any college quarterback I've seen in my lifetime, and Tebow was straight garbage.
Tebow was good. I do not disagree with you with that statement. Tebow was straight up garbage.
Right.
When I look at Shadeur, this is what I see with Shadeur. This is even that. Bishop made a good point. The Colorado's offensive line was not great. What Shadeur has a problem is that he holds on to the ball too long, which is a common trait for a lot of young quarterbacks trying to make a play when he should get rid of the ball.
Yep.
He needs to get rid of that.
Now, live to fight another
Cleveland, and now with Cleveland, I don't know if that's a good look. I mean, I watched Dylan Gabriel. I don't think he's that much better than Shadeur Sanders. I don't think he's better than Shadeur Sanders. I don't think so. I watched him at Oregon. I don't think he's that good. But do I think Shadeur? You look at some of these other guys who've been drafted before him, like Tim Couch. Heath Schuler.
Do you realize that let me throw this stat with you. Do you realize the Cleveland Browns have now started 42 quarterbacks since 1999?
Yep.
The dysfunctional franchise. That's why.
Exactly.
That's they always have been.
Dysfunctional is a statement.
Their last good quarterback was Vinny Testaverde.
Wrong. Their last good quarterback was Bernie Kosar.
Before that, you got to go back to Brian Sipe.
Brian Sipe, Red Right 88 himself.
Jesus.
That should tell you the plight of both versions of the Cleveland Browns. When the Browns were 10 yards away from beating the Raiders.
What about the quarterback in Tampa Bay?
Which one?
Player.
Baker
Mayfield.
Baker put on the show.
I didn't hear you, sir.
Baker Mayfield was putting on the show. That was their last good quarterback.
The last good quarterback in Tampa?
Cleveland.
Oh, it was Cleveland. Oh, Cleveland. You know, they allowed Baker to get beat up. And now Tampa Bay's reaping the benefits of it.
Yep.
Cleveland did this to themselves. Period.
Cleveland, they shouldn't have traded for Deshaun Watson. If you want to talk about Cleveland being functional, the other functional part of Cleveland is playing in Baltimore. That's where they used to be.
Yeah, exactly. But, like I said, the last great quarterback for the Cleveland Browns, no matter what iteration, be it pre-1995 or post-1995, is Bernie Kosar. And before him, Brian Sipe.
And Otto Graham.
I mean, they were.
When's the last time they changed coaching staff, though.
Well, they do that all the time.
Yeah.
Where do you want to start?
Exactly.
They're a badly run organization in the front office. I'm not even going to disagree with that. I think their coach is a good coach. I think he's in a position where, I mean, I don't think he wanted Baker Mayfield traded, and then they traded. What I traded for Deshaun Watson, with just the nonsense surrounding him,
right?
Whatever happened. I want. If I was a coach, I don't know if I want to be a part of that. But
listen, Deshaun Watson got paid, and now he's sitting on his ass because he got put on his ass a couple times that he started.
Yeah, and now he's brittle.
And
he can't stay healthy.
Exactly.
He's brittle. Quick update. Top of the 5th inning in the Pacific Northwest, the Blue Jays 7 and the Mariners 2 in the ALCS game.
Okay. So the Blue Jays finally woke up. Gotcha.
Vladdy Jr. got them started. They were down 2-0 until the 4th, and then all hell broke loose.
Shit, I hear you. Well, with that being,
I had planned to do that game too, but I decided against it.
Oh, okay. Well, let's move on, shall we? And Evelyn, no offense to you, but gotta talk about some men's health.
Oh no, that's perfectly
women's
fine.
Health as well. Women's health as well. I gotta tell you, this passing of the R&B singer D'Angelo, God rest his soul.
Yeah.
Pancreatic cancer at age 51.
Oh, wow, he was young.
Yeah, very young.
That's hitting my heart because I survived pancreatic cancer.
Right.
That's hitting my heart. Men that have to deal with cancer, period, because I lost I lost my father, I lost both my uncles, and I lost several other important men in my life to cancer. I lost my dad to prostate cancer in 2007.
Wow.
But losing D'Angelo to prostate cancer just at age 51.
I think it was pancreatic.
Was it pancreatic cancer?
Yeah. I gotta tell you, this hits me. This hits me. I am 61 years old. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna make a reveal to you guys. I have got to get myself checked out.
Do it quick, please.
I have, because I tell you right now, I am. When I heard it, that made me nervous. I am not gonna lie, and you're right. I am going to make it quick, sir.
Can I just say, and I'm not trying to be gross or anything, but I had an endoscopy and a colonoscopy, and that was by far the best sleep I've ever had in my life. That propofol, they give you propofol. It was fantastic. I was like, "Oh, can I go back to sleep?"
You know what's crazy? When they did a biopsy on me, when they found the abscess in my on the left side of my abdomen after I went through blood clots, they scheduled me for a biopsy. They told me what the biopsy was about, but the moment they put that mask on me, I thought I slept for 2 days.
It was great. That propofol is no joke. I get why Michael Jackson and Prince did it. It was great. I felt like I slept for 1,000 days. I woke up. I was like, oh, feels so good.
Man, here's the crazy part. When I got that biopsy done, you know how long I actually slept? 25 minutes.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's it.
Let me tell you, the fear with men, the fear of getting checked out, especially later on in life, is very real. I saw it with Dad, and I'm basically getting over it now.
Right.
Because a colonoscopy was forced on me after cancer. And they wanted to make sure, and God bless my wife, Jody, wanted to make sure that the cancer does not come back.
Right, exactly.
So what the folks did here in Indiana, and it's wonderful that they did, there was a 6-month waiting list when we went to check in, and they wanted me to get in quickly. So they looked at me and they looked at their schedule and they said, "Can you come in tomorrow?" And we were both like, "Hell yeah."
Wow.
Yep. So next day I had my colonoscopy. Felt like I slept for a month. I felt like I slept for a month, but it is very, very, very important. Very important.
I just, like I said, I want to make sure that everybody here on this line has gone, because to me this is very important. I like to. I've talked about men's health before and whatnot, but you got to keep discussing it. We can never stop talking about it because we need to make sure that we're going. And mostly, I know our brothers. You know, we feel we got that S on our chest, and we feel good, and we may look good and all that stuff, but we don't know what's really going on inside our bodies. And we, you know what I'm saying? We have to have these discussions and whatnot to make sure that everybody, including myself, because I beat myself up over this. I really did. I'm seeing a lot of my contemporaries pass away, and it brings me back to, in my mind, like, yo, I'm their age. I don't really know what's going on with myself. So I'm gonna feel a certain type of way.
Don't be one of your contemporaries, man.
I don't want to be.
You just gotta put that fear's got to be put to the side. Trust me, been there, done that. Got the T-shirt, burnt the some bitch when I got done with it.
Right.
Trust me.
Right.
May I make a suggestion? I have 2 suggestions actually. First of all, for Brian.
Yes.
Do you consume raw garlic?
I do not.
You should start. It cleans your entire body. Your liver, your kidneys, your blood, your heart. It cleans everything.
Okay.
And especially if you get sick, I believe in holistic medicine instead of pills for anything that I can get away with.
I like you already because my wife thinks the same way.
Yeah, but garlic, you got to look it up. Garlic is the strongest antibiotic, antimicrobial, and anti-inflammatory on the planet. So, and I know everybody's like, oh, but I will have garlic breath. Yeah, but you'll live. You'll be alive. You know, and
she's not wrong in that.
You'll never get bit by a mosquito either.
You know what's funny? Everybody asks me all the time why the shift in my health, especially with all the stuff I'm now forced to take because I don't have 5 organs.
Right.
I want to know the reason I fight like hell every day. Right there.
Oh,
that's my beauty.
Oh, that's sweet.
Right.
That is 7 wonderful years with this woman.
Wow.
She saved my life. She and my beautiful daughter Sonia rode to the rescue when I got blood clots.
Oh wow.
Sonia came flying, asked what's going on, called 911. We were living in North Carolina at the time, and then gave the phone to my wife. My wife took over from there, and here I am. If it weren't for those two, here I am.
Well, I want to put people on the spot. Guys, y'all been silent. I want to know, did y'all get your screenings?
Well, you know, there are indicators, and at our age, because you can't get a colonoscopy every week or every month. So there are blood tests that will indicate that you need, and that's why I get my blood checked every 6 months. Call it what you want. I've had history. I worry more about guys in particular's mental health.
Okay.
There's tests for damn near everything under the sun when it comes to medical diagnosis or problems. It's the mental part, and we've had this conversation before.
For sure.
It's the mental part, and I came clean with you. It took me 7 years before I realized, you know, everything I've done, did. I needed to talk to somebody. You know, I love my wife. We've been married 42 years, but there's just certain things that she didn't understand. I don't mean that in a bad way.
Right.
So we tend to sit back and, like you said, the S on the chest shit. And again, you know what I did, the S got bigger, where you almost felt embarrassed to say, oh shit, I need help, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
But you know, again, here I was retired for, 7 years. you know, and I'm thinking this shit, something don't feel right. You know, I can get all the blood tests I want. I can get all the MRIs I want, but that's, you know, there's certain, again, that's just me. Because I know a lot of people shy away from that. Like some people shy away from colonoscopies, blood work, urine samples. You know, something as simple as I have a bad back. So bad back pain can mimic kidney failure. So the people at the clinic I go to still to this day, I'm like, damn, y'all ain't catch on yet. It's the same people. I go there like every 4 months to give urine. They were like, damn, Dom, again, y'all ain't catch on to this shit in 5 years. What I'm doing this for? Y'all might want to look for another job. But again, it's just certain things that I do in particular to, you know, just, and I'm your age, so, you know, me and you's probably the two oldest people here.
Probably.
Well,
probably.
So if you don't
You're not that's not that old. I'm just saying.
Yeah, I mean, come on, I don't want to simplify the shit, but again, some things are really that simple. And at our age, I think it's basically recommended at our age to get blood work done every 6 months.
Right.
So, you know, we're not getting no younger,
No, we're not. No, we're not.
And it's, you know, again, I worry more about people's mental health than I do their physical health. Because again, there's a million tests we could take. To
especially
I just lost my dad. You know that. I just lost my dad in June.
Exactly.
You know,
I'm sorry.
I went to PA. Me and my wife, we had our little, you know, backpack, thinking we were gonna be home in 3 days. They called me in the room talking about, hey, does he want, you know, do not resuscitate? I'm like, whoa. Forgive me for saying this, guys. When they was talking to me, I was like, yo, what the fuck? Oops. I'm telling the doctor, oops, I didn't mean it to come out that way, but y'all like them motherfuckers, excuse me. They said hospice. I was like, yo, ain't hospice that place you check in and never check out?
Exactly.
I'm like, wait a minute, doc. We need to pump our brakes a minute. You need to explain this shit a little slower. Dom, I don't think he's gonna make it through the weekend. What the fuck came out again? You know, just
again, what the fuck? Exactly.
Wow.
He made it to Monday.
Wow.
Have your mic is live as well. Sorry.
So
when
you
I
know,
lost
worry about if your mental health is in disarray, it's gonna jack everything else up, guys. I mean, guys, girls, you know, because if you ain't thinking right, how you gonna perform right?
You're not being right. I mean, when I lost dad in 2007 to prostate cancer, dad first and foremost, and you've heard me say this on air plenty of times. Dad was my hero.
Right.
William Otis Snow Jr. was my hero. Period. When I lost him, I was adrift for many years, and some days, even today, I feel adrift. If there is a regret, I have two of them. One, that he couldn't live long enough to meet my wife, and he couldn't live long enough to meet Donna, my baby daughter, who I lost when she was 2.
Sorry.
Jesus.
Word.
So the bridge, I'm in the middle of that bridge. 2007, I lost dad. 2015, I lost Donna. And a man's mental health, when you go through not even just traumatic situations, but daily situations.
Yep.
If you're not thinking right, you're not going to perform right.
No.
And when I lost my daughter, I got rocked because it was also at that time. And here's something men are afraid to talk about what I'm about to talk about here and expose on this show. At the time I lost my daughter, I was going through a very abusive relationship. To the point where I had to hide in a hotel for 3 months.
Oh my God. From a woman?
Yes.
Wow.
All right. Well, let me know. I'll open up a big old can of whoop ass. Shit.
Wow.
I'm sorry.
Thank God that wasn't necessary, because the folks at the church who I was streaming their services for, they were able to ride to the rescue.
Wow. That's crazy. You don't hear that often about women being abusive like that.
You know,
very, very common. Very
you know,
common.
exactly.
Be
it
honest,
is common.
To be honest, the way society conditions it, you're not supposed to hear about it. It's supposed to be men abusing women, and that's that.
Right.
But from a fellow who's been there, when a man gets abused physically, emotionally, and mentally, it's gonna stick with him for a bit.
For sure.
It nearly took me out. I nearly walked off that cliff and didn't come back because I thought that's what I deserved for something I don't know what the hell I did.
Yeah,
but
it was such an issue.
Were it not for this lady right here who raced the clock and saved me with a message in 2018, I wouldn't be here.
But you know,
as honest as I can get.
You know what, R? It's ironic, not to cut Brian off. It's ironic I got you and Av on the same screen at the same time.
Right.
Because you remember, R, when I lost my son.
Yes.
It took me about a year to tell Av and Steve how they didn't even know how they talked me through this shit.
Right.
Because we were still doing the Knickerbocker Av show every Wednesday, and we're chopping it up. And it was about a year. We was getting ready to go home, and I had to thank Steve and Av. You know, guys, y'all don't even know. They got quiet as shit. They did, but they didn't know. With you, R, it was different because you was that ledge with the Dom. You okay? I serious people. This guy drove me batshit crazy. With the Dom, you okay? Dom, but he taught me something because the last time I answered him, I said, R, I'm not okay. Yeah. But I'm okay not being okay, if that makes sense. And I can remember the pastor, my wife's pastor, he knew what I did for a living. We were both in the Army, but I did. And he was at a Bible study. And I remember him saying, you know, I just spoke to Dominic on the phone, blah, blah, blah. And he said, I buried many soldiers, but I don't know how to do this. And that's the last thing I ever remember speaking of. It was shortly after my son passed away. Right. And it hit me. And then here comes R. And then here comes Av. Here comes Steve. Right. Every Wednesday, every Thursday, whenever we were doing this shit. And it was like, wow, you know, this is like a breath of fresh air. They don't even know this shit. R did. Av didn't know. It was like such a breath of fresh air. And guess what, guys? Before that, I had lost my sister, my brother, my mother, then my mother-in-law. Then I lost my mother-in-law and lost. Remember, my mother-in-law died 6 weeks later. My son died. So this shit was like, I was getting tired of this shit. Yeah, man. You know,
getting hit.
What did I do? Whose Wheaties did I piss in? You know what the fuck? I started thinking about some of the bad shit I did when I was in the service. I'm like, this shit coming back to haunt me. This don't make sense. This is all in like a 4-year period, folks. So, I thank God for guys like R, Bishop, the ultimate pain in the ass. You know, just us doing this shit was like,
do my part.
Wow, man. And I thank R all the time, you know, that this was, and you know, like I said, guys, your mental health without that shit, fuck all them tests you could take. And go ahead, Av. I'm sorry, Av.
No, thank you very much for having me on. And Dom,
can y'all hear
there's not a day.
Yeah.
Can you hear me? All right. Dom, if you can't hear me, there's not a day that doesn't go by that I don't remember the day you told me and Steve about your son. Really, there isn't. I still that haunts me because I thought that I was at one point the only one suffering. Real quick about me, in 2015, my first marriage ended. A day after the 14th wedding anniversary. Happy anniversary tomorrow. Next day, I want a divorce. And that coincided with the same day I lost my brother. He died of an overdose, like later that morning.
On the same day?
Same day. Same day.
Oh
So
my
yeah.
God.
So you can just imagine me going to work. I'm leaving at 8:00 in the morning. My first wife tells me, "Hey, I want a divorce." 2 hours later, I get told my brother died. About a year or two later. A year or two later, my best friend in the whole world committed suicide, and then a couple years after that, I lost all my grandparents. I walked into 2020 with 3 grandparents. I walked out of 2020 with none of them. They all died of COVID.
Oh,
wow!
I also lost an uncle about 2 weeks after I lost my last grandma. So yeah, when Dom is talking about that mental health shit, I've been in therapy for 23, 24 years, and I've been on and off pills and stuff like that. But that men's health shit that R is always talking about, right, especially right now, it is imperative because men's health, a lot of the times, it almost sounds like an oxymoron. But because when I look at my daughter, she looks at me. She looks at me as this picture, of strength and health and confidence and stuff like that. Little does she know that Daddy's broken in a lot of ways, and that's because Daddy wasn't taking care of himself. That men's health, getting your blood work, getting your screenings, taking care of the things that you have to take care of, whether it's mental, physical, and like Don was just alluded to, in the spiritual sense, I'm really doing that now heavy. Like I'm really doing the Bible study. I'm really trying to get right with God because even though He never abandoned me, I wasn't doing right, and so it is imperative. And I stress this out to each one of you, you as well, Evelyn. Ensure that you're doing your due diligence because it's like Cat Williams said, you got to be in tune with your number one player.
Yep.
That's you. You have to.
Funny.
Go
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Let me salute Av real quick because Av, we understand all the stuff you're going through. I too have been divorced. I also, and I leave y'all with this, lost this pretty lady in 2015. This was Donna.
Oh.
The
man, I'm so sorry.
I cannot even put into words the idea of ever losing a child. Me personally, the only recollection I have is being there for my mom when we buried my brother. He's my younger brother. And when the casket finally went down to the into the grave and she collapsed again, and I'm like, I didn't even know what to do. Like I don't know how. But being who I am, whether in the Knicks circles or in the podcast circuit or whatever, and just helping out fellow veterans because I'm a Marine and stuff like that. So I always try to do my best to be. You never know what you need to be for somebody until you're in that position, and if it's just to be a clown, just to be a person to to debate with, like last week's conversation was a great opportunity. You don't know what you have to be until you're in there, and when you're there, that's your opportunity to shine. And you don't know what you're doing for that person. If you're helping them, just ignore the pain for just 20, 30 minutes. You can change their life. And so that mental health stuff is very important. I stress that every day. Spiritual health is very important. I stress that to myself every day. And of course, the physical health, do your blood work, fellas.
Yeah.
That's all you gotta do.
Can I say one thing? I'm sorry. No, I just want to say one thing. I commend all of you for doing anything that you can for mental health. I know Rodney knows my story. I am a survivor of child abuse, rape, domestic violence, sex trafficking, sexual assault. I think that's it. Therapy has been a part of my life since I was a child. However, finding the right therapist is key.
Yes.
You can be in therapy for your entire life and not have the right therapist. If you have trauma, like I have, well, I shouldn't say I have it. I was diagnosed with complex post-traumatic stress. But like I have emotional support animals that get me through the day. They get me through everything. But for others, you have children, you have whatever gets you through is what you do. You do whatever you have to I wouldn't recommend drugs, like, well, maybe some weed, but whatever. I'm just saying, here in Connecticut, it's legal, but I have the card. So, anyway, so whatever you have to do to get through, do it. Because, people rely on you. You can't suffer in silence. That's what I want to say. If you don't ever suffer in silence, if you feel like you're suffering, like I'm so good right now. I'm really, really good. I've literally walked through hell. Like, and I came out stronger and more focused, and I'm finally healing I'll be 53 in 10 days. I'm finally healing. And, this is since birth. I was born into the abuse. So anything that you have to do to get through, do it. And, I know that there's organizations like the Wounded Warriors Project and all of those, for veterans. But for you yourself and for me, I had to go through my trauma. I had to walk through it and reconcile with it. And that's a lot of combat survivors. They have to do the same thing, and it's hard. It's so hard, but it's necessary to heal.
Yep, it is.
Wow. I'll try to bridge that with a little bit of both. Mine's is mostly mental, right? And I do the 6-month thing. After my grandmother passed, and that left me like done. She was the one that raised me.
Yep.
She was the one that taught me sensibility, morality. And I fell off the earth. I fell off the face of the earth when that happened. Through that darkness, right? I learned a lot about the darkness and how very easy we succumb to it. It is very easy. I think I told you guys, I boycott football, but football and the Food Network was the only thing I could watch. The only thing I could watch, because everything else I was just so hypersensitive to. So
Food Network is great therapy, bro. Just letting you know. Food Network is great therapy sometimes. It's like you see some shit on there, it's like, man, that really is good, dude.
Right.
You know who got me hooked on the Food Network? I married her, Jody.
Oh my God, that's so funny. You know what? I'm gonna have to meet your wife. I like her already, and I haven't even met her.
Now, Stu, man, don't lie, Stu, man. At first, you was like, "What the hell am I watching?"
At first, you know what?
We all are.
Three things. I'll tell you 3 things that Jody got me hooked on, and I'm like, what the hell am I doing? Audiobooks, Food Network, and Baking Wars. She introduced
Baking Wars.
Yeah, I remember Baking Wars.
Baking Wars and Food Network. That's the same thing. That's like the number one thing you can watch. It's like Discovery Channel. You only watch it for Shark Week. Come on, that's the same thing, bro.
I love Shark Week. What are you talking about?
When she got me hooked on Baking Wars, I'm like, what the hell am I watching? And then we binge watched it for like 2 consecutive nights, and now when we watch it.
Right.
I look at her, she at me, and we're going, can we try some of this shit?
Yeah.
That's so funny.
Make some of these.
I get the feeling that Brian probably freaking burned down his kitchen at least once or twice doing that shit.
Oh my God, that's funny. No.
I didn't.
No, you did not.
No, I didn't. But there's a very playful rule here in the household that if my wife is cooking, I get out of the kitchen. I disobey that rule when I sneak in. I sneak up sneak up behind her and give her kisses, and then she turns around and pokes her finger at me, saying, "Look, what's the rule here?" And I'm like, "But I had to get a kiss, honey." And she goes, "Okay." And she kissed me. She was like, "Now get out, I'm cooking." So
but see, I admire that. I admire that because I can cook, but it's not a passion. My passion is animals.
It's us being playful and getting through some of the trauma we went through separately before we met. Because I didn't
have that.
I was 46. I was 46 when I met Jody.
Right.
I was 46 when I met her. She literally rode to the rescue and saved me. Like I said, I wouldn't be here if she didn't message me that one day right before my birthday in 2018 in July. And a man's safe space is with the person he creates the safe space with, and the person who sticks with him. For me, that safe space is Dr. K. Is my Jody.
Oh, that's so sweet.
She has been the only woman besides my daughters. She has been the only woman in my life that has been able to pull a genuine laugh from me when I'm down in the dumps.
Oh, that's so sweet. See, that's what I'm missing, and I will stay single until I die because I'll never go through what I went through with my ex-husband. But I think that is so sweet when people find their person, I guess is the word, their other half, whatever. Because it's awesome. It's awesome to see that they get along so well, that they can live together. I can't live with anybody because I just can't. I can't. Like you can't leave your toothbrush in the sink, and if I find pee on the floor, we're fighting. No, I gotta live by myself. But I think that's great, and I commend you for that. And I'm so happy to see that there are still people who love their siblings. It makes my heart smile. So, congratulations.
Thank you. Let me get on out of here. Thanks for having me. I appreciate you.
And don't forget to friend request me. I'm Evelyn Gigli, Gigli on Facebook.
Got it.
All right.
Bye.
Guys, let me get ready to shut this down for tonight. So I appreciate everyone in the chat. Nicobob Av, Steve Azul, Dominic. Wow, so many people. Mr. Live, Reggie, Evelyn. Wow, again, a lot of people on, and I appreciate that. Thank you for joining me. As always, hopefully I will be back next Wednesday. Hopefully, I got to find out my schedule. I'll see if I can. And until then, love you all. Have a great
Definitely send me the link.
For sure, we'll do. All right?
All right. Have a good night. All right. Bye-bye.